Welcome to Introduction to Indian History, and today we are going to talk about what happened after the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization. So around 1500 BCE, we see that the last remnants of the Indus Valley Civilization has disappeared, and the areas which were earlier part of the Indus Valley Civilization, we see that in these areas new cultures emerged. Now one question which you might be asking or which you have in your mind is how we differentiate between the cultures which emerged after the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization and the Indus Valley Civilization itself. So to differentiate between these two cultures, we use archaeological data, and in particular we use pottery and other markers of a particular culture. For example, the pottery of the Indus Valley Civilization is red in color and the designs which are made are of black color. But in the later phase, that is the cultures which emerged after the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization, we find that the pottery is different. So that's how we differentiate between these two cultures. So another example of differentiation is the Indus seals and Indus scripts. Now in most mature Harappan sites, we encounter various seals as well as Indus scripts, but we find that in the cultures which emerged after the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization, we find that these two features, which were the markers of mature Harappan phase, have disappeared. So that's how we differentiate between the culture of the Indus Valley Civilization and the culture which emerged after its decline. So the first culture we are going to look at which emerged after the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization is the Jhukar culture. So the Jhukar culture emerged in the Sindh area. We also find that the seals, which in the mature Harappan phase was rectangular in shape, has now become circular. So these are the two criteria from which we can identify that this was a culture which was separate from the mature Harappan culture. Now when we move up north in the area around the Harappa city as well as the city of Harappa, we find that a different culture has emerged, and the culture which we talk about is called the Cemetry H culture. Now the Cemetry H culture is also important because archaeologists like Mortimer Wheeler believes that this Cemetry H culture represents the Aryan culture, and according to him, the Aryans which invaded India around 1500 BCE settled in this area, and the culture which emerged after their conquest is the Cemetry H culture. So when we look at the Cemetry H culture and compare it to the mature Harappan phase culture, we find that in the mature Harappan phase, the region around the Harappa, we find that around 174 settlements were there. But during the Cemetry H culture, we see that the sites have decreased to around 50 sites. This massive decrease in the number of settlement, according to some scholars, was caused due to the drying up of Hakra river. Now when we move eastward, we find that four cultures appeared after the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization. So the first culture we are going to look at is the Late Harappan phase. So first of all, you might be asking that why it is called the Late Harappan phase. So the reason behind this is that in the Late Harappan phase, we find that the pottery which is used is similar to the mature Harappan phase, but there is some decline in the level of craftsmanship. So that's why we use the term Late Harappan phase. And we also find that the crops which is used in the Late Harappan phase is similar to the mature Harappan phase. So these are the two reasons why it is called the Late Harappan phase. And the next culture we are going to look at is in the Doab region. And in the Doab region, we find that a different culture emerged, and the culture is named after the pottery which has emerged from these sites. And the culture is called Ochre Coloured Pottery Culture. Now you might be asking why it is called ochre color. So the reason behind this nomenclature is that when you rub your finger on the pottery, you will find that an ochre color is left behind. So that's how it's named. Now, when we talk about the ochre colored culture, it is important to remember that when this culture starts, we do not know. We only know that around the Upper Gangetic region, this culture emerged. So the particular date about the origin of culture is not yet known. Now the third culture which we are going to look at is the copper hoard culture. Now it is called copper hoard culture is because the sites which belong to this culture, we find that large number of copper implements as well as copper weapons have been found. And the most important point about this copper hoard culture is that this culture shows that after the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization, in the region around today's Uttar Pradesh, the technology to make copper implements have survived and flourished. And another point about this culture is that this culture interacted with other cultures of the Indian subcontinent, and we have evidences which shows that the copper implements as well as tools which was manufactured in the Uttar Pradesh region traveled to other cultures. And when we look at other sites, particularly in the southern region, we find that various copper tools have been used which traced its origin to the Uttar Pradesh region. So these are the various points which we have to remember when we talk about the copper hoard culture. And this copper hoard culture also shows that the interaction between various culture was also taking place. These various cultures were not isolated. So one has to remember this also. Now the fourth culture which is important is the black and red ware culture. The black and red ware culture, although many of its sites belong to the Uttar Pradesh region, it was not restricted to the Uttar Pradesh region alone. In various parts of the country, we find that pottery which is black and as well as red have emerged. Now when we move southward, we find that in the Deccan region, various cultures were emerging after the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization. And one important site which I think we should talk about is the Daimibad site. And the important thing about the Daimibad site is that in this site, we find that various copper artifacts have been found. And the copper artifacts which we see in the site of Daimibad, we see that the mastery which was attained during the mature Harappan phase has not lost. And you can see this kind of mastery as well as the ability to craft such beautiful and ornate copper objects shows that the area around Daimibad as well as the Daimibad region itself was an important site which manufactured as well as crafted copper implements. Now, having talked about the various cultures which emerged after the Indus Valley Civilization, one thing we should remember is that we cannot associate a particular culture to the Harappan people or to the Aryan people. The problem with associating a particular culture with Aryan people, as Mortimer Wheeler has done, is that the archaeological data which we have does not show the social as well as religious dimension of a particular culture. So we cannot say that this culture or this culture belong to Aryan people or for that matter Harappan people. Another point we should remember is that the various archaeological data which we have now does not represent the full picture. The amount of evidences which we have presently is not sufficient to draw any conclusion, and we have to wait for future evidences to come to a particular conclusion. If you like this video, consider watching this video, because in this video I had talked about what are the various theories which scholars have put forward to explain the decline of the Indus Valley Civilization. And in the next video we are going to talk about life in the Vedic age. Thank you for watching.